as well. And we are really pleased to welcome back to the show. I think Ffion described it on social media as being her annual appearance on Pure West Sport. I think you're welcome more often than that, Ffion, if it's been that long. Really nice to have you. How are you doing? All right?
Yes, all good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. You are very welcome. And we're going to start actually, but something we featured in the first hour of the show as well. It's going to be good to get your insight. You played for Cresselly yesterday. You beat Hook in the Clive Huxley Cup final, didn't you? How did that go?
Yeah, it was really good. Such a good day. Good turnout. Just a really good day for women's cricket again. It always is. It's a day that we all look forward to every year, whether we're playing or not. So, but it's always great, obviously, to play in a cup final. And luckily enough, yesterday we played really well and we're winners of the cup. So,
one thing you've always said to us, and when you've had success, you've got good team spirits, so good girls in the team alongside you as well. Was that the case yesterday? And did you celebrate winning that trophy again, Ffion?
Yeah. So massively positive team we've got. We're all together. We're really close, and it started yesterday with a big team breakfast at Gibby's parents' farm, which we're all very grateful of. It was a lovely spread.
What was on the menu?
Everything, like
was it?
Sausages, bacon, granola, anything you wanted, they had. Which was great. And then it started there, really, having banter around eating breakfast, and then we caught the bus then to Stackpole. We had a great laugh, warming up with each other, bowlers, batters, etc., catching, and then we were focused, but we also wanted to enjoy the day, which I always think if you're enjoying it, you're more relaxed, which means then you play well. And not at one stage yesterday did we get on each other's backs, that we kept each other going. And yeah, I think that really, really sums up what Cresselly's about, really.
Excellent stuff. Well, let's go to the guys in the studio. Fraser likes a breakfast at St David's RFC, actually. That one sounds rather good, though, Fraser.
Yeah, it does. I'm free as well, by the sounds of it. So, Ffion, you, as a group now, you're so experienced at that stage, that Clive Huxley final. I've seen you lose finals and, of course, now win them. Back-to-back wins now into Chrissy Toy as captain. Does that help now when you get to that stage in terms of maybe nerves or pre-match tension? The fact you've been there before, you've been through a few different scenarios and you're used to the occasion. Do you think that helps you as a group?
Yeah, I think just knowing then the experience of what's going to happen on the day, the lead up to it, and then like yesterday was really good because Caitlin Lewis played in her first final with us, so we all were there for her, got her through the final. She played excellent. Her fielding was outstanding. Bowling was great, and it's just everyone feeding off each other. Everyone has different experiences. Some of them have played in the men's, but most of us, yes, they've all played in the Clive Huxley final, whether we've been on the winning or losing side. So we know which way it can go and how to get through it and stay together, really, and enjoy the day.
And to have a 52 run at tea, obviously well in command. How did you at half-time or tea, however you want to put it, speak about guarding against complacency? And then on the other hand, having won that cup before and rammed home advantages before, you must have been very confident once you got that lead.
Yeah. Going into teas, I think we were positive, we were happy. We didn't expect to have that, if that makes sense, because we know Hook are such a great side, so much talent in there, and it could have gone either way. But it was important that the senior players and the ones who played a lot just kept everyone quite level and not get ahead of ourselves and realise that there was a whole other innings to go and anything could have happened. I've seen massive collapses in cricket and been on the receiving end of a massive collapse in cricket.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. So it was just important that we just kept together. We all said like not to panic and just go out, don't do anything stupid, and just keep the runs ticking over, knowing that we had those extra runs to go on top of our total. Ready then to keep the field tight and see it home. But Lucy Johnson's batting yesterday was tremendous in the first innings, and she had a fantastic game, and it was lush to see her get player of the match. She got quite emotional about it, bless her. But it was fully deserved, and that she helped us bring home the cup.
Excellent. Gordon?
That's successive finals that you've won now, Ffion, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Hook had beaten you quite convincingly in the league. And was that the sort of, I put it, a kick up the you-know-what to get you going in the final?
Motivation, I think.
Yeah,
Motivation.
that's the word he was looking for. Yeah.
No, did that give you the yeah, okay, what the boys are saying, the motivation to go on and win that game. Perhaps I was a bit crude there. Sorry, Ffion.
It was fun.
I've heard you say worse scored as well, so
I have, a
we're
lot
fine
worse.
at the moment. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not on the edge of my seat yet, so we're fine. Kind of thing.
Obviously, no one ever likes losing, but it happens in sport, and
Of course it does.
I find cricket is one of the frustrating sports that you could be having a great day but still be on the losing end of a cricket game. And yeah, that night at Hook, there was we had a few players missing, but yeah, it was never nice to go to Hook and lose the way we did. However, the girls put in a great performance and tried their best, and that night Hook were too strong for us. But yeah, it does give us the motivation because no one wants to lose a cup final.
No.
So yeah, we were motivated to win, but we just take every game as it comes, and we just enjoy playing. We enjoy being together and just taking part. And obviously, the inner competitive side of me wanted to win.
Yeah. And on a personal note, you've had quite a terrific season with Bat. And you've played a few games for the county as well. Tell us about those encounters as well.
So yeah, I've had a rocky start with the Bat at the beginning of the season and lost a bit of confidence with it. But training with the men, playing with the men, and then obviously getting opportunities now playing for county is incredible. We get to play against some of the top players in Wales, Wales women, and we take every opportunity we can. We come across some top bowlers, so it's always going to improve your batting. And then I found personally myself playing for the men on a Saturday, whether it's Cresselly men or I go out on permit to Hundleton, it's improved and given me so much more confidence. And Saturday, I think I really needed that Saturday. Just to say, oh, I actually can bat. And then it helped me yesterday as well, knowing I was not going to face the pace bowling that I faced on Saturday yesterday with the women.
I was going to ask you. Go on.
I think all players have mental blocks, Ffion, in all sports. It's how you deal with it and how you overcome them, and actually get stronger as a player. I think you've dealt with it very well.
100%. Yeah. What I was going to ask you, Ffion, and you mentioned you're 65 for Hundleton on Saturday, and you also mentioned as well that playing men's cricket on a Saturday has really helped you. How's that been mentally? Because that must be something that does take a bit of confidence, and you've got to go out, and the best way to do it is what you're doing, going out and scoring 65 on a Saturday. Amazing. But what's that been like for you?
I really enjoy playing men's cricket on a Saturday. It's a completely different atmosphere. Obviously, I'm only playing in Division 5 and 6, so it's all about developing the young boys coming through, and I've got to say thanks to Neil and from Cresselly Thirds, and I've got to say thanks to Stuart at Hundleton for giving me opportunities and having trust in me. I did not expect to turn up on Saturday for Stuart to tell me I was number 3 batsman. But I've got to say thanks for the opportunity, and he's the reason why then on Saturday I managed to go in and stay there for 30 overs and get 65 not out against some of the quickest bowling I have ever faced, I have to say, from Haverfordwest. So it was good to experience that and be able to deal with it, and it was just a massive confidence boost. And I think just playing for the men, taking wickets that I've done recently, it's just confidence every time. And then when it comes to the ladies' game, I'm more relaxed and knowing I can do it and knowing that I've done it in bigger games and things like that.
Interesting you say that, actually, Ffion. We got two, so I believe you may know, actually, in Llanrhian Cricket Club, Amanda John and Carrie Slack, who have actually played a few games for our second team and were nervous at first, but really enjoyed it once they've got into it. But just going back to your weekend there, to saw 65 on Saturday. Now, when I get a score like that, which hasn't been a problem for a while, but what I do, I tend to be mentally, if not physically, very tired for a couple of days. That might just be age, I don't know. But, in your case, I couldn't imagine playing an innings that long, let alone bowling, and then going into what is already a mentally tiring occasion of a 2 innings final on Sunday. You must have been feeling it physically and mentally towards the end of the day of that final.
Yes, I didn't expect to bat as long as I did on Saturday.
Yeah.
So Sunday I did wake up and I was like, oh, I'm a little bit tired, but No, I was buzzing for the day, and yeah, the last couple of overs of the second innings, I was starting to feel it. But when you're winning, your adrenaline and all of that, like you don't really think about it. I woke up this morning, however, and realised what I've done this weekend.
Yeah.
But no, I thoroughly enjoyed this weekend, and it's been a massive confidence boost personally. And I know us ladies, we know the league's tough at the moment with like games we've missed due to weather and buys, but we're going to push all the way to the end and see how close we can get to our rival Burton and Hook, really. But I thoroughly enjoyed yesterday, and I know the girls did, and I know we enjoyed our evening too.
I was going to ask that actually, because you told us about breakfast. What happened in the evening was, I'm sure you were cheering England on against Spain, Ffion.
We went back to the club.
Well diverted there.
Excellent. Yeah.
We watched the football. Well, some of us watched the football. I can't say I was cheering on England, but that rounded off a really good day. That was awesome.
I'm getting pelters tonight. It's okay. Don't worry. What I would say, and it does move us on actually to what we wanted to finish on, because Jordan Pickford had a really good game for England, I thought, last night. And of course, we've spoken to you before about your own goalkeeping. Someone did have to, phrase. Yeah, I wish more had. But your own goalkeeping, you're at Carmarthen, aren't you? And the pre-season is already underway. How are you feeling for the new football season?
Yeah, really good. So we won the league and the cup double this year. Just gone. So we've been promoted now. We're quite a fairly new team. Only been going 3 years, and we've managed to get back-to-back promotions. So we're now in the South Wales League, which is the one below the Adren South, which is where we want to be. And pushing on to the Prem. We've had massive backing from the board. We've got great coaches there, great players like myself, Caroline Cooper, and Flavia Jenkins, Hannah Pusey, have all got Welsh Prem experience, have come to the club. I absolutely love football, so I'm still going strong, loving it. We have started pre-season. Unfortunately, at the moment, my cricket and football is clashing. But I've managed to play a couple of weeks ago in our first pre-season game, which we had a great result against Pontardawe 2-0, who were a league above us. So that we can compete with the higher teams. And we've got a game now this Sunday against Swansea University, again, a league above us. But again, we're just going to keep focused and push for promotion again, and hopefully be in more competitive leagues then as we go forward.
On that note, Fiona, I might bring Gordon in on this as well, because you would have had experience of pre-season and the times you start in both rugby and football. Do you feel we do start a bit early now? I was aware of Pembrokeshire men's team playing games. Actually, Fishguard both played games, and Hakin actually travelled away on Sunday. Very, very early to be playing. Obviously, I say competitive games, not literally competitive in terms of anything being on the line, but certainly competitive contests. You just mentioned playing Pontardawe there at this stage of the season. Or do you think it's a necessity now as everyone likes to prepare better and gets a little bit more professional, maybe?
I think it does start early. Like this is the first year when I've started cricket, and all of a sudden I had notifications coming through that training was starting. I was like, wow. But yeah, I definitely think it's a necessity as well. Teams are getting stronger. Teams are starting earlier, and I think you just got to be prepared, haven't you, for that season. You don't want to start that first game of the season going, I wish we started earlier, or I wish we trained more. So this time next year, if we get promotion again, I don't mind starting pre-season whenever.
Fair.
But yeah, it's hard. It's long, and playing cricket and football, like I don't get that break, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't change it either. Like, don't get me wrong, it's my choice, and I love both sports absolutely. But I definitely think it's a necessity nowadays, especially if you look above us, like Premier League teams and all. They seem to be coming back earlier and earlier, and you can see then the standard of football every year is getting harder and harder in every league.
I think in my Solver days, I think we had a friendly last week of August for the season started. I don't know about how you were at the bridge and Prendergast.
It's funny you should say that. I mean, Fion's dad, Mark, used to play with the bridge. Well, it wasn't the bridge. It was the bridge team playing for Prendergast in the Maen-Clochog six-a-side. And that would be in the summer months. And that was a way of keeping yourself, topping your fitness up. We were lucky enough to have a decent side that mostly got to the finals in those days, so we had good preparation before the season started. So if you enjoy your sport, you play at any time of the year, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, and winning a trophy like you did yesterday, Ffion, definitely helps, doesn't it? So from us all at Pure West Sport, congratulations to the team again. Do pass that on. Great effort yesterday. Good luck for the football season, but good luck for the rest of the cricket season before that as well. Some nice messages coming in as well, and this video will stay up on the Facebook page. And Ffion, we won't leave it so long. You'll have to come back and talk to us again very soon. And as you can do both sports as well, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much for being with us. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ffion. We will come back for the third and final part of tonight's Pure West Sport in just a few moments.
Pure West Sport Show, sponsored